Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Oof. Otis. Yes, so thanks so much for being here with me. Today, I'm just going to do another video on this woman and talk about the ridiculousness of what we are seeing and give you some information that I found, that I caught when watching this woman dress up like she is going to go meet a man for a night of some getting togetherness. Yes, it doesn't look like she is dressed appropriately to go to a children's event. And I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to say and what no one else is saying, but I'm going to say it. So let's get into it. All right, thanks so much for being here with me all today, and to all of my new subscribers and everyone that has been with me since the very, very beginning. What we currently have with Meghan right now, what you're looking at really is a Duchess, who I'm not calling a Duchess anymore, but that's the title that was given to her, as a Duchess. She has gone from a Duchess to a D-list. There's an article out that mentions this, but also I'm going to fill you in on some more things about how it is, you're just watching the downfall. And then there was some information that I heard from Neil Sean, how he talked about how Hollywood is turned against Meghan. And they're saying that, you need to kind of go away for a year, just disappear, because it's over. It's over. And she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to disappear. And because she doesn't want to disappear, this is what we're watching. We're watching a woman who doesn't want to disappear. She wants to continue trying to get what she's trying to get in Hollywood as a D-lister now. And everyone's just sitting and watching, and we just can't believe it. Because the behavior of this woman when she showed up at this children's hospital event, amongst other things that she's shown up to, and also something she said, it gives you cause to stop and think, oh my goodness, girl, you ghetto. You are so ghetto. Yes. And I don't mean to be mean and to just say things that are not nice, but this is ghetto behavior. This is low class, and someone who is of this status, who is married into royalty, should not act like they are ghetto. It's appalling to me. It's disgusting, because we all remember when she showed up at Wimbledon, all the seats around her emptied because she didn't want anyone sitting in her area. Okay, we remember that. This is follow-up to that. This is also follow-up to what she did at Uvalde. This is a follow-up to a lot of other things that she has done. Her behavior is very low class. And this is why she dressed very low class at this children's event. This is why her behavior is low class and ghetto. It is appalling to me that they can show up, Harry and Meghan for that matter, and have people, and then people who make excuses for it. But the overall consensus is no. Something is seriously wrong, and we're watching it. In the world, the people that follow this are just in awe. They're like, oh my goodness, no. It's like, oh. Okay, so this is what has happened. So this Liz Jones has always backed Meghan, but she says this red dress, the pictures have led her to a startling realization, and she can no longer support Meghan because of this dress. And I think this dress and Meghan's behavior on the red carpet and the things that she has said is what has given people pause to think, wait, why do I support this woman? Why? I think supporting her shows a lot about you. It shows a lot about the kind of person you are and the things that you'll accept and the things that you stand for. And if you really, really knew the appalling behavior of someone like Meghan, you would not support this behavior. I don't care who you are. If you have any kind of morality about yourself, you would not support this. This is just a picture of what Liz Jones is saying and me reading more information into this. okay? She goes on to say that I tried. I really did. I invested so much in our relationship. Years. Yes, I overlooked country's red flags. I'm loyal. After all, she is a woman. Someone I saw as a self-made, outspoken, a little broken, but put upon, ridiculed, and bullied by social and mainstream media. So this is what she saw. She saw that because she's a woman, and a lot of times black women, because she's a black woman, they want to support her just for those reasons. And I've always been saying since I started my channel, you cannot judge this woman based on the fact that she has a black mama. You have to judge her on her character and the things that she's done, because it is appalling. It is egregious. It is ghetto. Okay? And it says so much about Harry, that he married this woman. Okay? But she goes on to say, but now I cannot overlook that red dress. It was Meghan's appearance on the red carpet at the Children's Hospital Gala in Los Angeles this weekend that finally caused the scales to fall from my eyes. That's right. It's like, what? What? It's starting to happen. More people are starting to see it because she's revealing herself to us in America. More people are starting to see it. So yes, I suddenly found myself cringing with secondhand embarrassment when I saw those pictures. And once you have that feeling, you cannot go back, because it just says so much about the woman. Okay, so previously I had heaped praise on Meghan's wedding dress. All two of them applauded her love for dogs and all animals, a conviction that upheld despite joining a family that loves to shoot things. I adored her bravery in going up against a powerful dynasty, and her honesty at being unable to stomach cutting ribbons at some god-awful windswept new factory in Leicester. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. And that's the thing. A lot of people admired these things. They thought, oh, well, she's a black woman, and, you know, she's going against the grain. That's empowerment. She's strong. She's a strong black woman. They wanted to see these things that Meghan put out there to make people believe the lie, to make people believe she was someone to root for, just like this Liz Jones has. But when you really start to look critically and understand what she has done, you see the facade fall, and you see it for what it really is, because she goes on to say, girl, we hear you. And at one time, aspiring Hollywood actress, you know the meaning of hard, thankless work. You are one of us. You speak out about things that are hard to take or even believe or bore you stiff. Self-care, not sacrifice. I love it. These are things that she has written before. But at the charity gala, she goes on to say, I realized that it was starting to ring false. Meghan, it's you, not me. Yeah. That is so true. I'm sorry to say, in that ill-fitting dress, you didn't look like a regal royal. You looked diminished. I love it. You look diminished, girls. You look like you just ran through the ringer. You showed up on a whim and tried to make it work, and it didn't. It didn't work. She looked diminished. I agree. Along with Ghetto. Just pure ghetto behavior, and the way you looked, the way you attempted to do certain things on the red carpet, it was just appalling. That's when I realized that what you now represent is so small as well. Meghan has gone from Duchess to D-list. That's the reality. And D-list is where she's going to continue to try to stay, as what was reported by Neil Sean. She doesn't want to leave and go away. She wants to stay and work her status, because she thinks she's going to get to the mountaintop. She thinks she's going to get to the mountaintop, folks. You know, and no. Hollywood has looked at her. She's D-list now, and she is trying to also get revenge on the Hollywood Report from the editor that made that article about her being a bully. Apparently, she is going to go after this Hollywood reporter and get her revenge. She doesn't want to hear that it's over. She's not going to get to the mountaintop. We are watching Harry's life in turmoil. We are watching him fall in a way that I believe could be very damaging to him mentally. But, that's to come later. But, you look at it and you just like, girl, you need to just go away for a year. Just shut down. Don't talk. Don't be seen. Just be good and just lock yourself in the house. Go have another COVID. Just pretend like it's COVID right now and lock yourself away. Don't come out. Don't be seen. Don't try to come out and say anything, because every single time she does, it is a disaster. She goes on to say that she hasn't grown in stature over her years in the public eye. She has shrunk as though she'd been through a hot wash. Only her eyebrows have grown. I tell you, folks. This is what she says about what she's wearing, which is so on point. She says, compare the photo of Meghan in the pared down version of the Carolina Herrera dress from this weekend to when she first wore it in 2021 alongside Harry. Then it had a magnificent train, which she has inexplicably chosen to remove. And she also, back then, she still had the royal gloss. Her hair was worn up, not loose or straggly. That split in the gown was also a bad choice, given it made the obligatory kneeling to talk to a small child awkward. To put it politely, she says. As a Duchess or even a minor celeb, you really do have to think about these things. And this is what is making it so different. When she was in the royal family, she had a whole machine controlling and making sure you go out and you do things as a royal. You appear royal-like. But she didn't want to listen. That's why she bag-mouthed the royal family and left, because she wanted to do things on her terms. She didn't want to listen and learn to acclimate herself into a new kind of a life that she chose to marry into. She wants to be free-willing, hire people that will constantly say yes to you, and use these people, the staff you hire, to help you with these things. And it doesn't work, because she's not able to get people to tell her what she needs to hear, nor is she willing to listen. Like I've always said, folks, it's about learning. And that's Meghan's downfall. She doesn't want to learn and be better. That is her downfall. She has fallen slowly and dramatically and ghetto-like disgrace. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. She goes on to say, I know I'm not alone in seeing Meghan now for the rather washed up Hollywood celebrity she is. Okay, so then going on. And yes, I did think, Catherine would have been covered up in something lovely, loose and floaty. To be so exposed is unforgettable. It wasn't the time or the place for this flesh. Okay, it just wasn't. It was just a little bit tacky, she goes on to say. And what's the obsession with the red carpet anyway? She goes on to say a little bit more in the article later. She goes, I had high hopes for Meghan, but now I feel foolish. Yes, and I think a lot of people who have a bit of class about themselves, have a bit of morality about themselves, would feel foolish for supporting this woman, considering what she's done at Wimbledon, how she showed up to get a photo op in front of a memorial for dead children. She showed up with her own cameras to get a photo op, and then took a photo with this family, and immediately, within 24 hours, got that photo up on her website to show, look at the good things that I'm doing. Mind you, we have not seen anything that she has even done for this hospital in terms of a donation or support. Why is not Archwell Foundation behind her in the writing of the other supporters of the hospital? You don't see that behind her. So she uses this to show up to get what she wants out of it, and then she leaves. Forget the minority child. Forget the sick children. I'm here to lie about how I support this. I'm here to show my appearance in my tacky red dress. I'm here to make my appearance, to get my celebrity status on, because I am not going to disappear. This is a woman who has done some things that are unexcusable, and people know that they should not be supporting this behavior. Another thing, when she introduced herself to the family, she didn't say, "Hi, I'm Meghan Markle." She just said, "Nice to meet you." When he introduced himself, she did not introduce herself back. We've seen William and Catherine do it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Catherine and this is William next to me.
Because you're just a person. But Meghan has taken being this newly crowned Duchess from Montecito that she's giving herself, because she doesn't do anything that adheres to being a Duchess based on real royalty. She doesn't do the things that make her seem like she is like everyone else. She wants to put herself godlike status. And every time she comes out to be like this godlike status, it fails every single time.
And that obnoxious laugh to get a photo op. And she didn't even stay for the event. She showed up to take photos and then she left.
And I want to leave you with this right here, because I think this is so key into how we look at women and how in general we want to support women. We want to give courage and, accolades to those women that work hard and overcome and do great things. Okay, that is just what it is. But there's a point when you have to look at the person and think, you're an exception to that rule, honey. You are the exception. She goes on to say, "I'm all about the sisterhood, women who work hard, who speak up. I defended Meghan when she talked about wanting to end her own life, while others ganged up, saying she looked perfectly jolly at the Royal Albert Hall. I've been suicidal, but have still smiled for a camera, turned up and done my job. But now," she goes on to say, "I'm done, Meghan. You're dumped. If only I knew how to block you, I'd do that too." And I have to give it to this woman, because sometimes you have to eat humble pie and you have to say, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean this. I didn't mean to support you. I'm sorry I supported this woman." Because at some point you have to look and see the signs. Something is wrong with you. And I'm here to say and decree before you all on this day that Meghan Markle is ghetto, and we are removing her Duchess status, and we are letting her know, girl, go disappear, go hide away, and just be done coming out in public, because you are making too many mistakes to keep coming out and looking like you are something that you clearly are not. Be gone with you. I hope a lot more people follow Liz Jones's following of being a one-time supporter of this woman and saying, "I'm done," like, "Oh, I'm done." Because at some point you have to wake up and see there is something seriously wrong with this woman.